Hey, Askin, what's going on? Thanks for catching that. I've been sitting here talking to you guys the whole time. Yeah, just chilling. So, essentially, what I was saying before was that we're farming whiptail, farming the pyrite that's going to kind of be on the outsides of the little path that we're taking, and seeing how much we can get in an hour. And then if it's really as good as it seems, which so far it's looking pretty damn good, then we will do it for a couple hours. But like I was saying, I'm getting my I get my multi-boxing down, getting used to all the hotkeys. A little bit of a learning curve, but not too bad, and definitely worth the trouble, especially for someone like me, because I don't have as much time as I wish I had to actually uh, farm all this stuff. So multi-boxing for me works out great because then I get to farm a bunch of the stuff during the little time that I have. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like pretty much everything sells from this. I did last night, inefficiently, but did it. Took me a lot longer than it should have. Because, like I said, still learning. Yeah, Ember Silk cloth always sells pretty well. I have difficulty every now and then getting my Ember Silk bolts. We're gonna go off the beaten path here a little bit. Oh yeah, get some Cinder Bloom. Um, I normally have a little bit of difficulty getting that to sell every now and then, but it's not too bad. I do sell a lot more of the cloth than I do the bolts. Normally, whenever I'm doing, oh, there go pick up her buddy. Normally, when I am doing like an Ember Silk farm, I'm using it to actually stockpile my bolts. I make a bunch of bags, so that's pretty much what I use it for. Oh, we lost a guy. Oh, give me a sec. Let me catch him back up. All right. Fly off a little bit. Fly back. All right. Essentially just turns into having to get used to all of it. Really need to figure out Oh, that's what I needed to figure out. Hold on. Let's see. Always on toggle. Need to look at variable keystroke. Ah, there we go. Emaps. Activate repeat. Base hotkey. Invite team. Interact with target information. I need to figure out activate repeat. On. Oh, okay. All right. So, oh, look at that. Actually stole some silk cloth. Let's see here. All right, now we're good. Oh man. Bronze whelp. Oh, nice. Nah, not much, but you know that adds up after a while. All right. Let's see. Okay, that works a little bit better. Oh, nice. That was a good one. Every now and then it works. You don't have to hit the repeater off. Man, if you have to hit that repeater off and they don't line up for some reason. So, pain. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, asking. I went back with my group and did that farm for myself a little bit. Oops. I think I ended up getting like 3 or 4 more. Not too bad. We lost somebody. Get back over here. We lost one of our little friends. Let's see. Oh. Come over here, chicken. Alright. Keep following me. Oh. Since I've gotten into multi-boxing and all that fun stuff now, we will be referring to all of my little doubles as chickens. The chicken army is always growing. Yeah, so the Hillsbred farm is an interesting one, to be honest. Um, I spent a good bit of time there over the past probably week, and I think I've only gotten 3 or 4 of them myself, and that's running a full team myself. So I mean, they're a lot more rare than the bronze whelps for sure. So you're gonna have a harder time actually getting those yourself if you're solo running it. Um, if you're asking, I don't remember if you said that you're horde or not. If you're horde, you'll have a much easier time because you can use that little engineering spot, which works so well. The boom, boom, and boom. Yeah, the engineers is for sure the way to farm that. I got all of my drops that I personally got with my teams from doing that particular run. Or that particular area. Potato, potato, potato. All right. Yeah. Yep. See, the horde, the horde for the black tabby for sure have it easier. Um, Alliance, you can still get it, but really and truly, you need to be running 2x4s. So you really need a full 8 people to run the Alliance side efficiently, in my opinion. Be really interested to see what we get from this. I'm essentially just using the potion, the Dark Moonfire water as a reference for an hour. Ooh, 7 hours and no drop. That is unlucky, Banana. Sorry to hear that. But it is rare, and um, I personally haven't had one solved this month, but last month I did. Forget which server I had on. It was either Dintard or Storm Rage, and it sold for 25. So they sell. I mean, they're definitely rare. They're hard to get, but that kind of adds to the whole point of it, right? They're worth that amount of money or that amount of gold because they're hard to get. Like I said, from the beginning, we'll do this at least for the hour, and then we'll kind of talk about what I got, what it looks like it's going to sell for on the server. I'm on a high pop server, so prices will more than likely be a lot lower than your server if you're on like a medium pop server or anything like that. But so far, so good. It looks like this is going to be a killer little farm, especially for multi-boxing. Just getting so much. A bunch of volatiles, stuff like that. Obviously, just running a little bit slower than what I would on if I was actually, just myself. But making up for that with having 3 farming. So we'll get to kind of see the numbers, and then we'll go from there and decide whether or not it's something that we'll do again. I have been having a lot of fun with multi-boxing though, especially with the whole fact. For me, the bigger deal for multi-boxing is that I'm able to really and truly test out these spots for you guys. There we go. So, if I'm running 1 character through it, yeah, that's good. But if I'm running 3 through it, it'll be a little slower. I can get better numbers. No, haven't gotten it yet. We're up to, I believe, 2.4 mil total. So still working. Unfortunately, a lot of my big money makers that I was using for a while have completely died on my server. So now I'm having to resort to finding different ways right now, which is always good. I don't mind it. No, no, I have 2.4 total. Oh, and this is the old Oldham Whiptail farm. Getting a bunch of nice herbs. I think we'll definitely make some pretty nasty profit off of this. Yeah, I haven't done any of the pets from the old raids recently, just because I'm trying to be as efficient as possible. Um, Obviously, keyword there is trying. Uh, there we go. trying to be as efficient as possible and make it to where, you know, I still work a lot of days, so I kind of have to make sure that I'm getting gold as efficiently as possible. So if I know that something works and I can, you know, not necessarily exploit it, but do it as long as I can every day, then that's what I'll do. But I have done a bunch of the old old raid pets before, and they do sell pretty well. But you're just normally you're not making, you know, 30, 40K a day. Yeah, banana. So, what I'm actually thinking about doing, and you know, you can, you know, let me know what you think about this. I'm thinking about trying to go over all the stuff that I'm going to talk about in the vanilla part of the tailoring guide, and then kind of actually do it as a stream. So do it as a stream, and then edit it down, and then make a video of it as well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, asking. My big thing right now that I've kind of moved away from is stuff that I know is not going to be a quick sell. I've been doing a bunch of AH flipping. I've been doing a bunch of like materials that I know that are going to be quick sells, like whiptail, um, kind of stuff like that. Because really, right now, daily, I'm looking at being able to do, you know, anywhere from 3 to 4 hours on the days that I don't work. And on the days that I work, I come home and I'm pretty much exhausted, so I don't get to get much done. Fall asleep while playing. I think we're gonna be end up getting a lot of herbs. I mean, we're almost at 100. Wonder if that's, yeah, we're hitting that right about that per tune right now. What? Oh, can't forget my potatoes. My potatoes. Can't forget my chickens. Got. We're referring to them as chickens. Oh. Yeah, I think I've cut mine down. I think I need 18. I think it was 18K. I had a on one of my servers I had a open world farm that I was doing in Vol'dun. Had the Dune Scavenger drop. That was nice. and then I pretty much sold it in trade chat immediately. It was also really nice. I made up for a day there. But right now, what I'm looking at is that I'm just, like I said, I'm doing market flips, stuff that I know consistently sells for me. That's the key. Come back, potato. Oh, happens. Sorry about that, Owen. I missed that. The advice for getting undercut by 1 silver constantly. Yeah, unfortunately, the reason that's going to keep happening is a lot of people don't understand that the auction house has changed, and you don't have to undercut anymore because the most recent item that's placed on the auction house is the first one to go out. You don't have to undercut people. You just simply have to be the last person to actually put it out. But unfortunately, no, I don't have any good suggestions for that because really the only way to combat that is don't undercut them, but when they do that, cancel or do a cancel scan and then repost at their price that they just put it to. If you do that, you'll still get your sale because you'll be the most recent one to put it there. Now, what may happen is that they may be a vindictive little goblin, and they may be sitting there waiting for you to actually post. So they'll sit there and they'll undercut, and then when you post, they'll see that the amount at that price has updated, or the amount available at that price is updated. So then essentially what they do is they come in and they'll do it again. They'll either undercut again or they will repost at the same price, but then now they're the first ones out. So it just becomes a nasty little back and forth. And unfortunately, right now, that's just where we're at with the auction house. There's no getting around that. Especially if you're on a HiPop server at all. There's just going to be absolutely no way that you're going to get around that. But you can still get sales. I'm on a very HiPop server, Storm Rage, and I still get anywhere from 800 to 1,000 bags to sell a day on the days that I'm off. On the days that I'm not off, I'll get anywhere from 4 to 600. So, but on the days that I'm off, I can just hang out with the family and then come by, do a cancel scan every now and then, repost, come back, a couple hundred more have sold. All good. They cut with the silver. Yeah, yeah, you'll get those special people all the time. So, asking the reason, well, there's multiple reasons. So there's a couple of reasons why people do that. The probably a majority of the time, the reason is because of one of two things. They are either new to the market and they have no idea what they're doing, um, or they're trying to scare you out of that market. One of those two things are normally what happens. Now, you will get every now and then you'll find a very, very sneaky goblin that will undercut by half or something like that. And, they've been sitting there and they know that it's worth this. They know undercutting by half, their stuff should sell. What they're banking on, or what they're hoping for, is that they're willing to risk part of that, which is probably only a very small portion of their actual inventory. But they're really willing to risk that in the hopes that you will come in and post at that. And then what happens is when you post at that, then they come in and they buy it all, because now they've just gotten a bunch of whatever material really cheap. Makes sense? Hopefully. Hopefully I didn't with my train of thought. Actually, you know what? I made that comment the other night. Let's do music and all that fun stuff. Owen, what are you talking about? You're gonna try to be sneaky? Try to bait someone into posting? Yep. It works. I've only ever done it a couple of times. I haven't done it as much recently. Oh, no. I'm not worried. I don't fall for that bait. Let's see, guys. Let's get some music going on. Hmm. Apparently, a little glitchy right now, and I can't get the music to come up in here. So, what are we thinking? I don't know. I'm just gonna randomly pick something, and then we'll go from there. Let's see. Oh, gotta hit SoundCloud. Hmm. Well, apparently I don't remember my SoundCloud. Alright, we'll do iTunes. What are you guys thinking about tonight? What kind of music do y'all want? I got my library, but that's probably a little bit too hard. Yeah, let's do some of that first. Hmm. What's going on, Paul? We are farming for a bunch of herbs. Can you guys hear the, like, any music playing or anything like that? Hmm. Well. Alright, we have a mixed consensus. So can we hear in-game music, or can we just hear me? Apparently, I can only hear nothing. Just not letting me listen to the in-game music. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have the Darkmoon Firewater on. Oh, cool. Well, I don't know why that's not coming out to... Oh. Maybe... Maybe that? Alright. Well, as long as you guys can hear the in-game music, then that's all that matters. So we've just really kind of had like a pretty lax hour. We'll go until that is done, and then we'll kind of collect all the chickens into one little area and figure out how much we get. Come on, little chickens. Okay. Okay. Follow me. Whoop. And all right. Yep. I'm playing around with multi-boxing. Very, very much a noob to it. So I am trying to learn all the little intricacies, all the little hotkeys, and all that fun stuff. But I love efficiency, so multi-boxing is for sure most efficient. Well, let me rephrase that. Most efficient once you get used to all the key bindings and everything like that. Because obviously then you can do stuff like this and get 3 times the loot for the same amount of work. The upkeep is greater, but then it's just exponential. Yeah, you can just use gold. That's why I haven't made, or I haven't been able to put up that I've made quite as much as I actually have, because I've been using a lot of my actual in-game gold to get this, kind of get this going. Follow me, little chickens. Wait, did I not get it? Oh. Yeah, you just have to have the gold to cover the accounts. That's it. Ends up being 6 WoW tokens. If you have 6 WoW tokens, you can buy a second account. When you get the second account, you get when you use 6, you get the heroic. So don't get the ultimate one or whatever. Get the heroic one if you do it, and then essentially, yeah, Johnson. No, it's not. Um, but essentially, what you do is you use the gold and you buy it, and you get a 110 and a 120 boost on the account. So actually, if you're paying for boosts, really and truly, it's probably better for you to just get a second account. Yeah, Johnson. So the softwares that you use, as long as nothing is automated, there's no auto run, and a click is a click, meaning that one click on my main is only and ever will be one click on my chickens that follow me. As long as you have that, then you're golden. You do not have to spend any real life money whatsoever to multi-box. Now, are there some things that make it a little bit easier if you spend some real money with? Of course. Which is one of the things that I did personally. Um, is if you're just going to use, let's put it this way, in my opinion, if you're just going to use multi-boxing to farm and do gold farms and nothing else, then you will not need anything other than like auto hotkey or something like that, or some program that'll do it for you. However, if you're going to do what I'm doing, I highly, highly, highly recommend ISBoxer. Very nice. You can set teams, and essentially you can just launch teams so it pulls up all 3 browsers at the same time. It's just very, very, very like streamlined and is well worth it. $90 gold a piece. Ooh. I'm sure they're probably that low on this server. Yeah, that's actually one of the things that I really like about the whole multi-boxing deal, especially for gold making and everything like that, is that yeah, the upkeep is more. So, like, instead of having to grind for one WoW token every month, if that's what your goal is, to be able to make enough gold in the game to uh, supply your habit, then good on you. And you have to get one for one account, two for two account, and three for three account. Here's the thing: if you're using your time as farming, like I'm doing right now, to get your one token for the month, then essentially the same amount of time that you put into farming for your one token is what you'll have to put in to farm all three. So that makes it nice and streamlined. So however long that takes you. But then where it becomes exponential in growth is when you're done. So essentially, when you're done with getting your WoW token, then instead of, with your one account farming one WoW token, just say if it's like every 4 or 5 hours doing stuff like this, instead of spending 4 or 5 hours to get just one WoW token, the next time you do it, you spend 4 or 5 hours and get three. And then it just cycles and repeats. And then, the more more accounts you get, the more farms you can force force spawn and all that fun stuff. So all right, we got 4 minutes left for this lazy 1 hour of farming whiptail and a bunch of other stuff. We picked up a couple of cinder blooms and stuff like that. So very interested to see just how well this actually pans out. There you go. Make sure you have somebody that's willing to pay that for them. And before you do that, I would make sure that that 90 gold isn't inflated. A lot of times people will purposely buy out the like moats and stuff like that, or not the moats, the spirits. Purposely buy out the spirits and set the market higher at the current time, and then get you to think that you're going to make profit, like you're talking about, by flipping them when really they always sell for that, and then they're just getting rid of more inventory. So then you essentially have just become the sucker. Mm-hmm. 2 minutes. And then we'll find us a pretty little spot to sit down and look over all the nice goodies. So how are you guys all doing tonight? Almost missed one. Where is? Where you hiding? Oh, no, and run away. Yeah, yeah. The Paul is this your first time around on a essentially on like a in between for an expansion, being serious with gold making? It pretty much happens every new expansion. There's always the death of the market before it rejuvenates with the new expansion. That's kind of what we're in right now. Oh, just here working for the long boy. Putting in an honest day's work. Oh, come on now, chickens. You trying to sell anything? Oh man, I can feel your pain, Ball. I made a switch, um, pretty much like 2 or 3 months ago now. So pretty much all of the videos, farms, everything on my channel was done on a uh, like medium low pop server up until the past 3 months, and then I went to a couple of high pop servers, and it's been night and day. Just if you're not completely tied down, I would say give it a good hard look at saying that you're too invested to not leave a server. I'd pretty much been on that server since BC, and I left with my mains. I still have tunes there that I keep because I know certain markets are really good there. Um, but yeah. All right, looks like the hour is up. The jig is up. Oh, all my chickens are flying away from me. All right, come on, chickens. So we will go up here to the nice little waterfall, sit here, and see what we got for the hour. See just how worth it is, and yeah, see whether or not we're gonna make this our little spot for us. All right. Excuse the bags, guys. I'm very messy at the moment. All volatiles down here. Man, 54 volatiles. Hmm. I mean, gotta love the little disguises. All right, those are the big guys. And you got a little gem. All right, let's see. Trade. Yeah, let's we get about 170 per character is what it looks like. All right. So we'll get all these down here. Those, separate those there. Here. All right. Come back. Yeah, Paul, I would say high pop is definitely better. Yeah, Chris, Lightfoot is good, and Lightfoot is also something that you should probably stock up on for Shadowlands. All right, so drum roll, please. Let's see. We will do some maths here. We got okay. Oh, holy crap! Got 188 volatile lives. All right, so we're just gonna say four. All right. So in an hour, we're looking at that's 17K in mat. Not bad. However, I feel like this spot has either been nerfed or is not quite as good. Or maybe it's just the prices were a lot better. I feel like I remember getting so much more whiptail in this spot. But that's not bad. Not bad at all. So, I am going to do this for another hour then. Oh, there. Come on, little chicken. And there we go. Boom. All right. Let's go, my precious chickens. 17K for a lax hour. And, I mean, shit sells. It sells fast. So, we'll see. Oops. Almost forgot my chickens. See if we can get a little bit, a little bit faster. The faster I get. That's it. Oh, all right. Let's see. There we go. Follow the leader. Asking, so between the three, mind you, I got 535 whiptail, 40 cinder blooms, 2 volatile waters, 10 volatile fires, 191 volatile lives, 5 volatile earth, 26 pyrite, 118 Elementium, and 2 of the Cornelians. Really and truly not bad. Oh, come on now, chicken. Pick up the pace. There we go. Guess I should probably just waiting for it to come back around. Pick it up whenever I see it. Yep, yep. Yeah, I like doing the whiptail with a miner as well, just because there is pyrite and elementium right along the route that spawns. So it's nice little extra bonuses. Mostly for the potion of treasure finding. Really, yeah. I was just double checking that there was nothing else of significance. So really the reason this sells so much is because people are crafting the potion of treasure finding, which is very, very essential for most open world kata farms. Chris, good to see you. Thank you, thank you. You take it easy. And the beautiful thing about being on such a high pop server like Storm Rage is that more than likely a majority of these will sell overnight. But he'll probably get on the AH and be like, hey, I need to restock, and then look and go, holy shit, there's a lot up, and then boom. As you can see, there are a lot of people here doing this exact same thing. It's very relevant on a lot of servers. And also the good thing about this is too, so if you're your own, oh shit, you just took it from me. No! If you're your own alchemist and you're doing some of the other open world farms or kata farms and stuff like that, then you can make this yourself. So this is just kind of stockpiling your own potion of treasure finding. which is also really nice. Which I'll need to start doing soon, because the more chickens I add, the more old world farms I'll be doing and be able to, force spawn myself. So we'll be doing a bunch of those. The hell is everybody doing fireworks around my house for? Everybody's in quarantine and everybody wants to do fireworks. No idea what the hell's going on. Let's see. Hold on a sec. Yeah, asking. It has. So I'm about to actually just right before I started streaming. I come on, I want to hear some sound. It's killing me. There we go. But I think that took the sound away from you guys. Well, that's not very nice. Let's see. Do you guys hear the in-game audio anymore or no? I mean, Laystone. Yeah. I would say kind of mix and match on that. That would just be my recommendation. Or you can have best of both worlds. You can sell part of it, and then you can also sell part of it as the bars. All right, now let's see here. Uh, we'll figure this out, guys. Uh, uh, all right. Well, crap. let's see, let's put this output to video high definition audio. And then we'll try to do the same. Well, alright guys. Well, I have officially broke the sound. I don't know what I did. Apparently I did it. Trying to fix it to where I could hear sound. I'm not just listening to the sound of silence. However, now I can hear sound and you guys can't. What's going on, DJ? Yeah, I was about to say I could sing for you guys, but I'm sure that you guys wouldn't enjoy that. See, the numbers instantly go to 0. Everybody would just leave. Oh, look at that. I have played a couple of different ones. Most recent was Final Fantasy 14. I actually made a fun little, come on now. Come on now, chicken, don't be stuck. There we go. That one actually ruined me with WoW for a little bit. It was one of the, actually I think it's pretty much the only rant video I've ever put on the channel. I was pissed. I had a buddy of mine kind of get me over into it, and then started playing it and realized that there were so many things that could be better. But to be fair, there's so many things that could be better on both sides. Yep, that's pretty much what I came back with. Is the I did not like that I had to play, like I was forced to play a streamlined story uh, to actually be able to really even play in-game content. That's one of my biggest complaints. And then um, I personally liked the market. I guess I can't talk much on that. I loved everything about the marketplace, and even though this pains me to say it because I love crafting in the game, and Shadowlands looks like it is very, very promising, but the WoW crafting system doesn't even shake a stick at the Final Fantasy crafting system. Period. End of story. It's just, their crafting system is just unreal. Go, come on, chickens. Oh yeah, the fees for the retainers. Yeah, that was quite annoying. Oh crap. Oh boy. Look at my chickens flying away up here. Get on down here. Hey, I'm talking to you two. Follow me. Yeah, there is a lot. Man, that's a complete video in itself, or a complete conversation, just to have a conversation about the things that WoW does right for crafting, the things that Final Fantasy does right for crafting. I mean, you know, it really and truly looks like they're trying to come back to that, and they're trying to come back to that level of detail in crafting, because that's what the crafting's missed. And I think if they give that to us, I think what they're honestly, I think what they're afraid of is they're afraid of crafters becoming too powerful, and crafters not only ruling the economic market, but also essentially being rulers of the essentially being rulers of the game market as a whole. I think what they're afraid of is, I think they're afraid of giving so much power to the crafters where you can craft borderline this gear before they even want you to have this gear, if that makes sense. And with all the stuff that they're doing, that's essentially what we're going to get. We're going to be able to the T, decide exactly what stats we want on the things, farm up. I mean, essentially, Shadowlands is going to be the crafters expansion, in my opinion. If they keep everything the way that I've seen what's going on and what I've seen so far, it's going to be the crafters expansion, in my opinion. Because, you know, if you're going into Shadowlands and you don't have, on one of your servers at least, if you don't have every single profession, you're hurting yourself. All you're doing is screwing yourself. Oh, look, I'm not the only one here. There we go. Oh man, he's got, oh, holy crap, he's got a lot more than I do. Oof. Hey, what's going on, Cell? Just hanging out and farming a shit ton of whippet. Doop, 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 doop. Everything should go in the holes. Yeah. So here's my thing, and this is just me personally, is I think for a good established market, I don't see any reason why you can't have, crafters have as much power as I would like them to have with their crafting. Because essentially, so I don't think that crafters, in my opinion, should ever be able to truly craft this gear. Because I feel like that unless you have some serious time gating behind this stuff. Because if not, you're gonna really hurt the PvE because then it's gonna be complete pay to win, or however you want to put it, gold to win. You know, and since you can buy gold with real money now, it's essentially what it is, pay to win. So that's why I don't think crafters should be able to make this gear. I think they should be able to get pretty damn close though. Um, just have it time gated. So just have it to where you have to be able to farm the raid for a certain amount of time and then give them the option. Alright, so you farmed the raid or you farmed a dungeon for a certain amount of time. Do you want to make this gear for you to sell, or do you want to make this gear for you to wear yourself? And give us that option, and then we can sell it. Okay. Yeah, that actually would be nice. But see what their explanation of that is going to be is they don't want you just being able to have one. They want you to they want you to kind of like screw up because whether they want to tell you that or not, they want you to screw up in your selections. So they want you to have know a leather worker or a leather wearer that is a alchemist tailorer. They want you to have that because then it's going to piss you off when you realize, oh shit, I can't make any gear for myself. There's all this gear I could be crafting when I'm doing all these raids and dungeons and stuff like that, and I can't do anything about it because I don't wear cloth. So then you either do one or two things. You either change professions and then have to start grinding all over again, which gives you more in-game playtime, so you pay them more, or you make an alt, and that's essentially how that goes. Would be the about. Asking, are you giving away mounts? You used that Archvalder's little spot, and you just have more Alani mounts than you know what to do with. Yeah, there's just so much that they could potentially do to make it so much better. Oh, damn. A lot of these keep spawn or despawning on me. Oh, there you go. I mean, it can't hurt. You can at least give it a shot. It was very kind of you. So if anybody in chat needs the Alani mount, if they didn't change that, then you can hop in with Askin and go grab it. Very kind of you. Oh. In my opinion, when this becomes, multi-boxing becomes kind of a dick move with herbalism or mining or anything like that, is when you have people that purposefully, will essentially purposefully come out with 10 to try and, or well, essentially take all the nodes. 10's the most that the nodes can be tapped. And then they do it. Oh. They do it knowingly. He woke up. Yeah, for real. I hear him. I don't know why they're doing damn fireworks around my house. Like I said, everybody's in quarantine. Everybody's just bored. They woke my little guy up. Oh, no. Be interested to kind of figure out what the threshold is on this server. That's another thing to think about, guys, if you're doing big farms like this, where you're continuously running farms, is there will always be a threshold. So, threshold meaning how many can you sell a day? Perfect example is the Spider's Silk on one of my old servers. I can farm it up pretty quickly. Doing a little farm that I talked about in Duskwood, but not a whole lot of it sells pretty consistently. You have to figure out what your threshold is. So that I found out on Dentarg, if I post more than 10 a day, it's not worth it. So I just set an operation where if I don't have 10 up on the market on the auction house, it posts 10. That's about what I do. And sells. I have made a couple of other groups recently and doing flips and stuff like that. And God, I made an absolute killing. This guy is, oh no. So this, that guy right there, he's about 8. Right. 10 of the Sky Shards. That's from Mist of Pandaria. And it's used to get the Ruby Cloud Serpent mount. for another. I think we'll do this until these run out. Another 28 minutes, and then we'll call it a night. I got work in the morning, so I can't stay up too awfully late. There we go. Either way, we have gotten a shit ton of whiptail and volatiles. So depending on how quickly they sell on the server, this may become an everyday thing. Because for sure, if they sell overnight like they did last night. However, I didn't have nearly as much. But if they do sell overnight, then I'll probably spend for a little while at least, I'll spend my 2 or 3 hours doing this. What are you guys thinking about all the stuff that they're data mining from Alpha and all that fun stuff? What do you guys think of the new transmog appearances and mounts and all that cool stuff? Oh, I left my chickens. Not the chickens. No, no chickens. Oh man, like following me right now. That's a good way to put it. Interesting. I always try to stay reserved with it because then I get my hopes up. Nice, Owen. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. Well, that's the beautiful thing about WoW is that there's just so many aspects of the game. You don't have to play in-game if you don't want to. Oh, also, just so you guys know, has anybody been paying attention to the new corruption vendor stuff? If you have, be very careful. There is an add-on that you can get, or a actual download you can get for Weak Aura that tells you whether or not a BOE has been cleansed. Because the issue people are having is that they're cleansing the BOEs and then falsely putting them up on the AH knowing that they've been cleansed. So then you essentially can't put the stuff that you want to put. So you need to get that weak aura, and it'll tell you that they're pure or not, and that'll save you a lot of heartache because if you don't, you're gonna get screwed if you're gonna try to flip the BOE. Oh, very nice. So much herbs. Know what else would be good to do multi-boxing on would be like Corium routes would be another one that would be really good. Um, Bell Iron routes would be really good. Let's see if I have it up on. Oh, I don't have it up on this one. Give me just a sec. There you go, guys. So if you're gonna do the BOE flipping, that's the weak aura. I think it's up on Tooltip Corruption State. Goes up on Wowhead. Essentially, what they realized is that people were gonna get taken advantage of, which I'm sure somebody will come up on the next weekly I fucked up thread and put that they didn't realize that was a thing and then got absolutely screwed. Ooh. Yeah, I have to admit, I think that I have two tunes that have cloaks. My main and then one other. That's really about it. Oh well, no, I definitely ran Visions. Just with those two. There's always a grind. Never forget that. Oh no. And there we go. Oh, oh, one podcast. There we go. But if any of you guys are interested, whoops, all right, I will make sure that in the next update video I kind of post what the new threshold will be for doing this farm. Again, gold is gold, however you can get it. I gotta farm old herbs, be optimized on top of everything else I do, then I will farm herbs. Essentially, I just have a bunch of stuff now that I do that I just buy and flip or buy and craft and then have a bunch of wait time. So I fill my wait time with a bunch of farms. Yeah, Nick, getting into the whole multi-boxing fun. It actually is a lot of fun. I know it gets a lot of hate, but man, it's a lot of fun. Let's pick up my other chicken. But, you know, every now and then you lose a chicken. Like that. Come on now, chicken. Follow me. Oh, broadcast not on? Man, this chicken is having a hard time. There we go. Alrighty. Bills dropped to 6 gold on Illidan. Ouch. We'll have to look and see, but there's been a couple of other people they've seen out here. Only one other boxer though. I don't If I remember correctly, I don't think that they were Illidan. But then again, not completely sure. There we go. Come on, chickens. Oh no! The chickens didn't follow. Yes, technically they are ravens. However, the reason that I call them chickens is because most of the time whenever I'm multi-boxing with a particular farm. So then, I'm using a bunch of druids. So they all run around in chicken form. So I just thought that I would start calling them my chickens. As the chicken army grows, then your power grows. Yeah, no, so it's not limited to how many you could do because that would be ridiculous. There would be servers would be completely broken in a day from multi-boxers. No, so the nodes allow you to hit a node 10 times before it goes away. That means 10 times in general. So technically, if you run around with a 10 box, which is very feasible, um, you could essentially just tap the node every time. Now, the kind of, in my opinion, the dick move behind that is that you're doing two things. Well, it's not necessarily that it's a dick move. So what it comes down to is that how dirty do you want to play? Um, so obviously, I know that multi-boxing gets a bunch of hate from people. I really don't see an issue with it, as long as you're not doing anything that's going to, you know, come close to TOS, which I just use IS Boxer. I don't do anything crazy, so nowhere near that. There's a bunch of people that hit the gray line, but I stay way, way far away from that kind of stuff. I just do my little herb routes. But, um, if you wanted to play really dirty, essentially you could do 10, and every time you hit one of these nodes, it would go away for not just you, it would go away for everyone. So here's a good example. So oh, see, that node just went away. So kind of like what that just did there. So then what happens is your, okay, so take this one. Ooh, somebody's farming and taking all of the nodes. Ooh, they are all, somebody is, well, that's interesting. I've never had a complete line like that shard out, but what happens is that you get a bunch of people that have 10 and then they tap the node completely and they get all 10. And I guess technically they could roll with more than 10. It's just you can only hit a node 10 times. So it's just inefficient past 10. And I'm not saying that people don't do it. I just don't, I wouldn't understand what the point would be past that. Because, like I said, you can only hit a node 10 times. Unless Blizz shadow changed something, or that guy found a glitch in the matrix. And see, now see, this is the first time this has been happening tonight. We're just gonna cut through here. Ooh, this is getting a little nasty. Alright. Doom, 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 doom. They had to switch to Cinderbloom that day. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But still, even with the ones that have died out on us. But this is also kind of prime time. Bunch of people on, so probably gonna start getting harder and harder to. Oh no! I left the chickens. Where are no chickens? That would be awesome though. If if there was actually a glyph that made your druid travel form look like you were like a chicken, like a real chicken. That would be awesome. It hasn't been too bad. I'm also wondering whether or not it it's skewed right now, and whether or not it could have just been a lot better because there's so many people farming. I got 5 minutes left. See how we did. Oh crap, left the chickens again. I think the biggest thing for me, if you guys have been around the channel for a while, you'll know that I'm really, really big on transmog. And I think the biggest appeal for me that'll probably get me in trouble, because I won't do farms like this and I'll just want to sit out there and do that, is that really with the 4, because I have 4, I just don't have 4 that I can do herb ore on yet. But with 4, there are so many old world farms that you can force spawn. There's a bunch of old world farms with 4 that you can hyper spawn. Prime example is one that we farmed on stream. The spot in Blasted Lands that has the 4 groups of mobs that you just kind of sit there and kill, and then they force spawn and they drop a bunch of loot. I mean, you know, when we went out there, I got a good bit of stuff whenever we went out there as a group. But then I went out there with all 4 of my toons and did the same thing and got stupid amount of loot. Like, no joke when I say that it took two of my tunes pretty much all day AFK crafting just to craft all of the room cloth that I got into bolts. It took all damn day. And now essentially on Storm Rage I'll never need to do a rune cloth farm or buy rune cloth ever again. Hey, what's going on, Rare? Yeah, glad you could catch on. Or catch us on. Oh no. My chickens are going wild. Oh, follow the leader. Oh no. One of them didn't follow. There we go. But, so getting back to my tangent, so the difference with that is that with solo farming that spot, or even when you get the hyperspawn going and you have 3 other people there with you, you still get a lot of good loot. There's a lot of really high-end, like unique transmog items that drop from that farm. There's a bunch of really high-end patterns. I'm pretty sure that those guys, I've never had it drop, but I'm going to keep farming it until I get it to drop. I'm pretty sure the Star Belt is one of the patterns that can drop from that farm. So there's just so much potential with that. And then when you're running 4 characters with it, it just insta spawns. Did I miss that? I did miss that. Oh, alright guys. We hit another hour. See what the chickens have produced for me. Alright. Just a second while I organize a little bit, because as you can see, organization is what I strive for, obviously, with bags like this. Um, Alright. Trade over. Ooh, got some extra gems on this one. Boom. Okay. That. And the other chicken. Yep. Go. Ah, so yeah, so if you do, so you're doing the embroidered deep sea bags, if you spam heroic Qs, especially if you're like a healer or a tank, you can just spam heroic Qs and you will get them to drop. That'll be the best way to get like a steady stream of them. All right, guys. Ooh, we have a lot of those. Oh boy. Oh, I didn't even see. Ooh, so that. Oh my god, that hit in there. Oh my. All right. So we, in 2 hours, and all my chickens, we got 1,192. We got 49 of the cinder blooms, 26 pyrite, 205 elementiums, 2 of the cornelians, 1 jasper, 1 alicite, and then volatiles. 403 volatile lives. That's going to be nasty. Alright, Askin. I'll see you around. Are you the best soldier? Hey. Let's see. Group stuff off him. So unfortunately, to do the bags and get the hydrocores, stuff like that, you'll have to be in a group. Is your DK a tank? Ah, okay. So I mean, I get that you like doing um oh, who's the soldier? Apparently my wife is the soldier main. Apparently you're the soldier main now. Everything. But are you the best soldier? Yeah, so blood, I mean, you have to, you're gonna have to do dungeons to get that. So, like I said, I would just do the queue. So you can get them from doing the heroic Battle for Azeroth queue, which is what I would recommend you do. Mm. All right, we'll get everybody over here. And actually, we'll trade this stuff over. I think we just got some more. Yep. More. More there. Wow, we got a lot. Alright, guys. So, looks like we have. We'll end this out. I'll do some math for us. So we got 20. And, and we won't. Hey, there we go. So then we got that. So right at 37K in 2 hours in herbs, not including the rest of these volatiles and, you know, what they'll sell for. Well, that one sells for decently high. So, not bad at all. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely maybe watch some stuff, learn how to tank. I personally have never really messed around with blood tank, like tanking with DK it pretty much at all. Other than maybe 10 to 15 levels after starting one, but that's about it. Um, so yeah, just watch some videos and you should be able to do good. Just spam once you get to a certain point. I mean, really and truly, right now, pretty easy. Most people are going to be well over geared, or they're going to know the dungeons. So as long as you're not like full on Leroy Jenkinsing that motherfucker, you should be fine with heroics. So, alright, guys. Well, I do have to head off. Thanks for everybody stopping in. We'll continue up the next stream probably in the next. I'm back on for next 4 days, so it'll at least be another 4 days before I do a live stream. And from there, I'll probably do my vanilla tailoring guide, and we'll kind of go over everything. You guys can be a part of the stream. What I'm going to do a little differently this time that I haven't done before is I'm essentially going to stream me compiling all the information and talking to you guys about which ones I do, which ones I don't, which ones may be profitable or more profitable on your servers, all that fun stuff. Then we'll compile all that and make a big video of it. So, yep, you guys all take it easy. Um, yeah, well, we'll also do some of that too. So Rear, we'll hit up the raw gold farms because everybody wanted to see that. So we'll go over that as well, and also we'll go over some if anybody's interested. We'll go over some raw gold farming that I've been doing with the multi-box. So you guys take it easy. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. If you haven't already, and if you're not, please subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next couple days.